Happy 2023. Today is a DIY, the chunky pillow. Let's go. Hi. First, you start with the tail that's about 15 inches long. You're going to use this as a closing. So, the first thing you do is to make a loop. And use 2 fingers to measure your loop's width because you want each loop to be the same size. And keeping the loop small so when you make your pillow it won't show the inside of your filling. And then you continue to make what is called a chain. There's my chain of 15 loops. So after making this circle as big as you would like your pillow to be, you take your tail and you stick it through your first loop to mark your placement. Then you take your yarn and continue to go around making your loops. Remember to make them nice and tight. So you wouldn't be able to see your filling after you complete your pillow. And after you go all the way around in the circle, I'll be back. As you can see, I have gotten to the start of my circle where the tail end is in this loop. So you remove that tail end and draw your working yarn through this loop. And you're at the beginning. Make sure your loops are the same size. Here's your tail and here's the working yarn. You have made your first round of your pillow. Keep working around your pillow, keeping your loops the same size. Kind of tight and small and neat. And continue around until you get back to your circle. When you have completed your rounds and got your work the width that you would like it, it's time for the closing. Now it's time to close the bottom of the pillow. This is your working yarn extended from the bottom. To do this, we need to work our tail yarn through every other loop on the bottom. So we have this one extended from this loop. Here's the next loop. And here's the next loop, which this is the one that we're gonna use. Take the tail in and put it through this loop and pull it out. and pull and push your stitches over to close your hole in the bottom of your pillow. This is how your pillow should look after you close that hole. Take your tail in and stick through the hole, coming out in the inside of the pillow. Run it through loops in the inside, but do not cut. And at this point, you can place your fiber inside to where you want it to be, and shape up your pillow. Closing the top is our next step. So leave a tail about 18 inches long, and we're gonna close the top. This is how the pillow looks after you close the bottom and you at the end of your project, nearing the end of your project. Here is the polyfil that I placed in my pillow. This is how it looks on the other side of the pillow. So we're gonna close the top. To close the top, you take your tail in and weave it through every loop to close the hole. Every loop. Once you get your pillow straight with the hole on the front side of your pillow, your tail end is left. Take that and stick it through any loops on the top to completely or close your hole as much as possible. And then stick the tail in the inside of your pillow. Fluff it out, shape it up, and your pillow should look like this.